Okay, morning, folks. Welcome to the briefing on Thursday the 14th. So, we've had this high pressure for a few days. What it does appear to have had this time of year is sort of frontal systems sort of travelling around it as weak cloud features, which really have affected our weather. Today, this warm front cleared across us yesterday. As a very weak feature. It's just a cloud feature on the continent now. We're just in a sort of quite nice, pleasant westerly flow. Isobars start to pack in a bit tighter in the northern part of the country, and you can see this cold front here sat over Scotland, sort of slowly creeping its way down. That's going to affect us tomorrow, probably in the morning. Just again as a cloud feature with a little amount of rain on it, but not much by the looks of it. But as we come further south, the isobars fairly well spaced. So down over us, I think the wind's reasonably light, but westerly flow. Again, pressure still quite high. Fog patches in some places, just reporting in the middle of the country. But generally, reasonably clear. And looking out the window here, it looks quite clear. So the Farnborough forecast, literally all day, 250, 6 knots light westerly wind, broken at 4,000 feet. I think the models I've looked at, eventually we will get some cumulus at about 3,000 feet, I think at best. Today, looking at the temperatures, Prob 30 there giving the fog and mist, broken at 300 feet. That will be just in odd places, certainly hopefully not at Lasham. And the upper winds, again, across the middle of the country, you can see there, sort of fresh westerly to 60, 270, 20, 25 knots. And up at the northern part of the country, they're 35 to 45 knots. So good wave conditions by the looks of it over Yorkshire and up into the Scottish borders. But we're down here, light westerly, 10 knots probably from the west-southwest for most of the day, I think in that direction. Sat pic shows that sort of cloud streaming across the Midlands. We're reasonably clear and it's quite nice, temperature building quite nicely. I just thought I'd put the rainfall radar up just to show you the frontal system that's sat across Scotland. It's coming down steadily. As I say, that will eventually reach us tomorrow. So yeah, BBC was suggesting 18 degrees, probably in London 18 degrees, but I think 17's around us. So quite warm this afternoon. And if it does get to those sort of heights, then we will certainly see some soaring. Quite pleasant for this time of year, but a very short window, I suspect. And top meteo, they're getting the cloud amounts probably right, but it's the location that is not quite right. This across the Midlands probably looks right at the moment, but to the south we're reasonably clear, and I think it's clearing quite quickly. This will be the sort of forecast from mid-morning onwards. Sunny, cumulus developing, and cumulus throughout the day, coming and going, and eventually, as I say, getting up to, hopefully with those sort of temperatures, around about 3,000 feet or 1,000 meters as it suggests here. So they're sort of saying by 12 o'clock some soaring to be had down near us, and 900 to 1,000 meters around here, so 3,000 feet to 3,000 above sight at best, I think, for the day. So maybe a short cross country this afternoon, 100k plus might be on, but certainly some good local soaring today. Top meteo are not suggesting any distance, but that's not really a surprise at this time of year because of the sort of time span and the weather window. But I would have thought, looking at the forecast I've seen, we should get something out of it. Okay, so quite a nice day. Light westerly winds, getting windier further north you go. but certainly in the south here we should get some soaring. Airspace wise, very similar picture to yesterday, to be honest. Number 8 is Southampton's hours of operation, just slightly different from published, but essentially all day. Number 9 is high intensity radio transmissions at Boscombe Down, 10 is clay pigeon shooting, and 11 is the crossing service, the danger areas is not available. Number 12 is just paragliders notified on the hills around Marlborough. And 20 is the Fairford ATZ is activated to 4:30 this afternoon. Just some activity going on there. Apart from that, it's quite quiet in the Lasham area in terms of NOTAMs. But it's a nice day, so I'm sure there'll be plenty of GA activity floating past, as there has been in the last few weeks. In terms of movements, I've got a flight plan for 10:30. Looks like a departure. We'll just keep an eye on that one because I've not had, that's just notification of the flight plan, not had any other notification from 2EE. So we'll brief you on that sometime this morning, early morning, folks. And hopefully that's it. A few movements tomorrow, unfortunately, which might be a bit disruptive. We'll see how they go. So tomorrow looks like cloud in the morning, brighter in the afternoon. Okay, hopefully see you out there, folks, fairly shortly to go flying.